Okay, as you can see, our topic today is excelling in life. And my name is Martin, as Mugabe introduced me. Let me not go back to that um, so that we proceed. We would want to learn a few things from this. One is what excellence or success is. Then we get to look at the marks of an excellent student and an excellent person in general. But also we look at the hindrances of being successful or excellent, and maybe how to be excellent and how to be successful in life. Allow me say that each one of us want to succeed, and we want to prosper, and we want to excel in life. I think that's even without doing any survey or research, it's very true that all of us want to excel. Unfortunately, is that in today's world, we see a lot of superficiality and mediocrity affecting so many people. And what we see that people want to settle for average. Most people actually want to settle for average, and they have no push or power to take them up to desire getting into a level where there are not many people. And so many students also, and people are fueled by a competition that lead them to imitate other people, ends up being limiting themselves. Someone said, I think it's called Mason, he said that imitation is limitation. And so the moment you keep doing what other people are doing without going behold what they are doing, then we are limiting ourselves, which is not very, very true. The cure for mediocrity, the cure for just being so superficial, this means that we are not deep into what we do. We are just operating at the normal level. The cure for that is just nothing else but to be excellent. And that is why I'm very grateful that we are sharing about excellence this particular evening. And so that will be able to help us. Sorry, guys, I'm at home. If you hear some people talking to me, sorry for that. Now, what is to excel? To excel means to be better than others. Excellence is being good at a thing, and it also means that you strive to be the best you can and to be the best you can do, or rather to do the best you can do. And excellence is the condition of surpassing some standards of expectation. That is what people expect us to do. Each one of us is expected to behave in a particular way. As students, you're expected to operate at a particular level in life, because this session today is not just for us as in the student level, but also once we go beyond the school and those who are away from school, is that this session will be able to help us. And so even in life, we fight people and they don't go beyond that. And when we operate at that level, then we are not excelling. But once we go beyond the expected standards, beyond what normal human being can do, then we are excelling. And that is where each one wants us to go. That is where each one of us should go, so that we are able to cure or get away from mediocrity, get away from superficiality, and be deep and be better in what we do. And so let's look at various aspects of excellence. First of all, there is personal excellence. Personal excellence is a journey of positive development beyond oneself, and is a step-by-step process of improving oneself in every aspect of life. So even before you look at any other area of excellence, there is excellence as a person, as an individual. And this one is a journey of positive development where you keep adding something to yourself and you go beyond what you do, and is a step of improving on oneself in every aspect of life. So may it be academic, may it be in our spiritual life, may it be in our financial life, may it be in our health, may it be, mention anything that pertains to our life. That if we keep improving on those aspects, then we are personal excellence. But also, maybe to those who are students, there's also academic excellence. Academic excellence is demonstrated ability to perform, achieve, and excel in academic activities. It's commonly associated with high grades and a superior performance. So we can also excel in studies by performing beyond what is expected. Maybe in our schools, This is where the mean is. This is what other people perform. This is the mean grade that other people get. No one has ever gone beyond this. But once you go beyond that in our studies and our academics, then we have excelled. But also, it's not only about the grades, but also we can look at academics excellence vis-a-vis our potential, because there are people who maybe get a B plus and their potential is an A, then that person has not excelled. But person who gets a B plus and their potential is a B minus, that person has excelled because they have gone way beyond their potential. And so when we look at academic excellence, let's not look at uh, the high grades only, but let's look at high grades vis-a-vis the potential of that particular person. But I like drawing also lessons from the Bible. Proverbs 22 verse 29 says, "Do you see a man who excels in his work? He will serve before kings. They will not serve before officials of low ranks." Now, this is challenging every time I remember this verse. That if a man excels in his work, he will not serve before mere men. He will serve. He will not serve before mere people. He will serve before kings. And if you look at even in our country, we know people who have excelled in what they do. The other day there was some athletics. We see the lady who excelled and brought gold to Kenya, just because, and out of that, she can be welcomed anywhere. She can go anywhere just because of shining in that athletics, just because of shining in a game. She can be able to, I mean, she can be even invited by the president to the State House, and that person never goes beyond a game. A few years ago, we didn't know a guy called Omanyala, but the moment he won, the moment he excelled, now he was known by everyone. He could rub shoulders with great men. And that is what excellence does. Excellence opens door for greatness, opens doors, I mean, that one would never they would reach. And so, and that is from this verse now, it is good to desire excellence, it's good to desire to excel, because the moment you do that, then we will have opened greater doors, greater opportunities to come to us, and even the people we'll serve before are not just mere people. They are kings, they are people with high ranks just because of excellence. So that is the importance of excellence. It opens great doors that are very, very key. I'd like us to watch a clip here, just briefly, and then you get to tell me what we learn. I hope we are together. You can be even giving a chat there that we are together so that I don't talk to myself. Are we together so far? Someone can respond, and then we watch this and share what we learn. Are we together, people? Good, good, good. Thank you. Please watch this. You don't even need the sound, you just need the pictures. How, where has it gone? Uh, Thank you. Allow me pause at that, and maybe you can tell me what you learned. Would have gone on and on. But I think what I wanted us to see is already captured in that. So what do you learn? You can unmute and just say a word or a sentence on what you learned from that. Anyone?
How to be this.
Naima, what did you say?
I'm saying I have learned how to be this.
Not to?
I've
So,
learned how to.
sorry, I don't know whether I'm not getting you clearly, but thank you. Maybe you can put it on the chat, Hema. Thank you. Thank you, Nehema. Someone else? Any other person just unmute and say what you learned from that small clip?
Can I share?
Yes, 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 Jerry, you can. Says Karibu.
Thank you. I think I'm seeing the hard work they are putting and the practice they are putting at whatever skills they are doing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. That is says. Cecilia. Uh-huh. Someone else? Good. The last person, maybe. Then we proceed. Let me look at the chat. Thank you, Nehema. Focus and discipline. Thank you. Someone else, you can even put it on the chat. Hey, balance and precision. Thank you. Thank you, Isaiah. Right. I think that's enough. Thank you. Thank you for those observations and lessons. I agree with you. For me, I see also excellence in what these guys are doing. It's not just anyone who can do some of these things they're doing. Um, uh, they have excelled in it, they have mastered it, and so they are smart in it. And also focus, precision, the hard work they have put into it, and which as is making them do those things. Then persistence and excellence. Someone is seeing excellence. We thank you, Daniel. Great. We can move on. Can go to the next part. Let's look at the marks of an excellent student. Marks of an excellent student. One is a discipline. Discipline is very, very important in this life. Discipline. And for those who are in, as we were getting in, there was a clip we were following and talks of that Mugambi has given us and talked of discipline. That very important in one excelling. The discipline of time, of waking up, the discipline of following up what we do, just is very, very important for anyone who want to excel in life. Discipline is very, very, very key. Those who are disciplined understand their education is a priority. They are willing to sacrifice other activities to focus on their studies. That is for the student. And a disciplined student knows how to set goals and stick to them. And even a disciplined person in general life knows how to set goals and stick to them. Secondly, the other mark is focus. That these people are focused. Like someone has shared from the clip we have watched, a good student is focused. They can concentrate on their work and tune out of distractions. They know how to stand effectively and efficiently. And a focused person can get the most out of their work that they do. The other person of an excellent person is that they are passionate in what they do. A good student and also a good person in life, they are passionate. They have love for learning, and they are curious and constantly asking questions. And the passionate people are excited about the education and they want to learn as much as possible. So passion must be there in what one want to excel in. For example, if you want to excel in poetry, then you must have passion for that. If you want to excel in your studies, then you must have passion for that. If you want to excel in your business, then you have to put your passion in it. The other one is time management, which is a big problem for most people, very poor in time management. And a good student knows how to manage their time. They can prioritize their task and get the most important things done fast. Please get that again. The most important things done fast. Let's put it this way, that first things should be done fast. Whatever is on top in order of priority, then should be done being the first item. Motivation. A good student is motivated. They have a reason for wanting to do well in school, and they are resilient and don't give up when things get tough. Because in this world, life will never be smooth. Things will not always be smooth, but also we need to be motivated in what we do and to never give up in anything we do. A motivated student is always looking forward for ways to improve their skills and knowledge. And even a person in life, whether it's be in business, be it be in a project that you're doing, the motivation that you have makes you not give up. You keep learning and improving the skills, even when you fail, even when things don't go the way you thought. That becomes a learning session. You learn something because you're motivated to do it, and then you keep going and you achieve what you want to achieve. The other mark is being organized. Organization. A good student is organized. They keep track of their assignment and and due dates. They also know where to find resources they need to be successful. A well-organized person can focus on their work and get more done in less time. If one is very well organized in life, then they're able to achieve more by working for a short time, or by doing less, and a lot is achieved because of organization. Then the other one is persistence. A good student is persistent. They don't give up when things get tough. They keep trying until they find a way to succeed. A consistent person is always looking forward to improve their skills and knowledge, as I have mentioned. Then self-discipline. I know we talked about discipline again, self-discipline. And a good student are self-discipline. They can stay focused on their work and resist distraction. A self-disciplined student is always looking for ways to improve their skills and knowledge because of the self-discipline, the inward discipline. Then lastly is a love for learning. There's no way one would excel as a student if they have no love for learning. But not only as a student, even in life, you want to excel as a business person, then you have to learn how successful business people do their business. If you want to excel as a career person in a particular area, then you have to learn how people excel in that area do, or what they do. If you want to excel, mention it, any area of life, then you have to learn about it. And these days we can get a lot of information, maybe on the internet, and even from the people around us, we can learn a lot so that we achieve that which we want to achieve. Allow us to look at now some of the hindrances that we encounter in the journey to excellence. Hindrances in the journey to excellence. One is ignorance. The Bible says that in the book of Hosea 4:6, that God's people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So when you don't have knowledge, when we are ignorant of the things around us, then that becomes a hindrance to our excellence. Benjamin Disraeli says, this is a British writer and a former prime minister, said, to be conscious that you are ignorant is a great step to knowledge. To be conscious that you are ignorant is a great step to knowledge. Many people do not want to struggle to get information, to get knowledge. And so they remain ignorant of even the things that would help them excel. And that way they're not able to go very far. So if we can win this battle of ignorance, then we can go very far. We can do a lot. If you want to succeed in your profession, in your career, in your discipline, in your studies, or in your practice, pay the necessary price to acquire the training or knowledge that would make you tower above your competitors. So ignorance should not be anywhere near us. The other hindrance to excellence is laziness. Another factor that is really in success. The Bible says in Proverbs 12:24 that the diligent will get the upper hand, but slothful men will end as serfs. So diligent. You have to be diligent and not be lazy if you really want to accomplish or to excel in life. The other one is complacency. And complacency is a mother of mediocrity. I started by mentioning about how people settle for average. Don't just be complacent. Don't just be satisfied with what you've achieved, with what you've gotten, with how your business is doing, with how your career is doing, with how what you're getting in your studies. Just be satisfied. When you know there's a room for improvement, we can always get better and better, and that way we are going to excel. But if we are satisfied by the little accomplishments, then we may never get anywhere. Someone said that nobody claps for you for the same thing twice. Nobody claps for you for the same thing twice. If today you got good marks in this particular paper, maybe you got 85 out of 100%, and someone really, people appreciated you, applauded you, I want to assure you tomorrow, if you still get 85, don't think they will still applaud you. But if you earn something and get 87, they will applaud you, they will clap for you, they appreciate you, they will congratulate you. And so you have to desire to always keep improving. The other one is that hinders our excellence is lack of integrity. This one, no wonder it is even enshrined in our Constitution, Chapter 6, that we should uphold integrity. It's very, very important. Integrity, simply defined in my way, we can say, it is doing things right, even when no one is watching. Doing things right, even when no one is watching. We have to do things the right way. If we have to excel in school, we have to do things in the right way. We should shun away from, we should stop this issue of cheating in the exam. Though that should not be fought anywhere near a student who want to excel in this life as a student, but also later in life. No, that should not be there. Cheating should not be there. Integrity of the highest level should be upheld for people who want to excel. In our businesses, in our projects, in everything we do, then integrity is very, very key. Doing things in the right way. Doing the right things in the right way. And that way we are going to excel. The other hindrance is trying to please everyone. Oh, my friends, this is hard. I read somewhere that if you want to please everyone, then you sell ice cream. Though I doubt even some people still complain that your ice cream was not good enough. So trying to please everybody is an ingredient of failure. Doing good to people does not mean that you should not that you should try to please or no. It is not possible to please everybody. It is not. Yeah. If you die for people, some will even say you didn't die well. You took a lot of time to die. The people will always complain because you can't please everyone. So if you want to excel, then we must do what is right. We must do good to people, yes, but that does not mean that we try to please everybody, because it is not possible. Lastly is the other hindrance to excellence is wrong relationships. Wrong relationships. The people who associate you with it will either build you or bring you down. The right relationship can contribute to your success, and wrong relationship can hinder your success. If we have to excel, then we have to relate with the right people. Each one of us needs a relationship. We need to relate with people. Yeah, everybody needs a relationship, but not just any relationship. We need the right relationship. We have those relationships that are toxic. And friends, people have suffered just because of that. Toxic relationships, which will never make you excel. People do not see any good in you. People will keep discouraging you. People will take you or lure you into the things that are wrong. In that kind of a relationship, you will not excel. As a student, people will not push you to do your best, to wake up that early morning, to revise. They challenge you to know that sum that you don't know. Then that being in that kind of a relationship, you may not go very far. You may not excel. And so you have to look at this. Again, some other relationship that make us fail in our morality. They make us fail. Some people fail and they wonder how they fail. They don't, but the moment you trace where the path that led them to fail, you realize it was just because of a wrong relationship. A wrong relationship makes you operate in a wrong environment, and a wrong environment can affect your thinking process. It affects your mind, and so you're not able to think straight, and you end up failing. And so the success that was to come to your life is all shattered. All your dreams and visions are shattered just because of a wrong relationship. Yes, we need to relate with people, but we have to be very keen on only following the right relationships, the ones that are not toxic, the ones that are helping us achieve. I hope you're together, guys. You can just say a word so that I know we are together. Mugambi, are we together?
So we are together.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, how do we excel? How do we excel? Because I want to excel. I'm sure you also want to excel. So how do we excel? How do we excel? Now, there's a lot of pressure to compromise and just be like anyone else and end up affecting our academics, end up affecting our dreams, and end up affecting our visions. The only way to survive is by being different, extraordinary, being outstanding. And that is to be an outstanding person. Now, success is a science in which nothing succeeds that has never been calculated and thought out. That is a plan. Maybe we can lay a plan of the things we want to do, because you won't succeed in something you don't know. You won't succeed in something you've never thought and planned about. Now, the most capable men of this world conquer by use of knowledge. They just get something and they conquer. Whoever came up with the M-Pesa that you all know just got a knowledge that we need to solve the problem of people doing transactions and sending money virtually. How do we solve this problem? And he got some knowledge of how we can link up this and that other thing, and they were able to come up with it. So knowledge is very, very key. Now, in your pursuit of success, the only thing which guarantees that you will succeed is the amount of knowledge you have. The only thing that guarantees that you will succeed is the amount of knowledge you have. So if you have little knowledge, you may not go very far. A great amount of good knowledge is the most effective tool you have to equip yourself with in order to achieve success. So let's get knowledge, and it is available. In school, for those who are students, we can gather a lot, we can get a lot, we can learn a lot from school, and that will help us achieve. For those who are out there in this other life, we can get a lot of information from people, from books, from the internet, and that knowledge will help us succeed. Now, to take this home, to bring this home even as we get towards the end, allow me share 3 things that I believe are key to help us excel. Keys to excellence, which is part of how to excel. Now, one, and if you look at Kinley, you can do even a survey after this, that the people who have excelled in life and succeeded in life, they have, among the many other things they have done these 3 things. One is mentorship. The other one is they have paid the cost. They know the making, the process of becoming. And the other one is they have know that values matter. Mentorship, they pay the costs of becoming, and they have values that they espouse. Let me break down into one by one, and once I'm done with those 3, then you can be sure we'll be done with our session. Let's look at mentorship. Mentorship. a road that is less walked by many. Walking through unfamiliar paths can be an uphill task. Working with a person who has walked the path before is easier. If you don't know, if you don't want to fail where others failed, work with the person who walked before you. So you don't have to fail where other people failed. And the only way to avoid that is to work with those who have walked before, that have used that path before. The path of excellence is easy to walk through when you work with another person. If you want to become a good musician, a good singer, a good pianist, a good writer, a good student, a good teacher, a good business person, then you can pick another business person, you can pick another writer and work with. And that way you'll excel just like the way they excelled. Mentorship. And I like the session, and thank you, Bwana Mugambi, for this, because this is part of helping us being mentored. It's part of mentorship that will help us excel. So work with another person. And a mentor is one who guides and speaks into your life. Many do not like this because they think a mentor is coming to control their life. No, that's not the point. That's not the point. And we should have someone who says no to us without explaining. Someone will tell you, Nehema, that what you're doing is not right. Diana, what you're doing is not right. Faith, what you're doing is not right. And you should stop it. And they don't even explain. And because they have walked that road before, we need to believe them. We need to hear what they are saying and do what is right. We can learn from role models. Maybe another student who was in your school and did well, or is ahead of you in terms of the class or the grade that you are, you can learn from them. They can be a role model. Learn from them so that you don't have to rediscover the wheel. You don't have to fail where other people failed. And so I pause and ask, do you have a mentor? Do you have someone who guides your life? This can be your parent who you're very close to, who works with you very closely, intentionally. That's the word, very intentional about working with you. This can be your guardian, can be your teacher, or can be a person who has excelled in the area that you want to focus on. Maybe you want to focus on artwork, business, or any other thing. Do you know a person who has walked that road before, that path before, and has excelled? Then you can ask them to work with you. You can approach them, and they'll be more than willing to help you walk through that journey. And one of the mentors that we can follow, each one of us can follow, and I've followed him, and I'm liking it, and I want to invite you to follow him. It's very easy. His name is Jesus. He's a great mentor. You can follow him. We can follow him. He's not on Twitter to be followed, but you can follow him as through the reading of God's word. You can follow him, and he's a great mentor. Let me go to the next one because of time. The cost and the making process. We have to understand that becoming is not automatic. Becoming that excellent student, becoming that excellent business person, becoming excellent in whichever field of life is not automatic. There's a cost to pay. You don't wake up today and I want to become like who? A politician like Dr. Ruto or Bwana Raila. No, it's not possible. There's a journey they have walked. I don't just wake up today and I want to become a great preacher. Like maybe you can name them. Who are they? T.L. Osborne, yeah, Renard Bonke. I mean, there's a journey they have walked. I don't just wake up and I just want to be a great writer like the Helen Keller. I mean, there's a journey they have walked. There's a cost they have paid, and so you have to be willing to pay that cost. You don't wake up today and I want to be a great business person like, and you can name people in business. There's a cost they have paid, and you have to be willing and ready to pay that cost. Now, in this making process, then we have to be strategic. Activity does not produce excellence unless that activity leads to success. It's not just doing anything. No, we have to do those things that make us excel in that particular area. So we have to be strategic, but also we have to persevere. Perseverance is very important. Excellence flows from consistent performance over time. Yeah, like let's go back to maybe the writer again. That writer that is known and known all over the world didn't wake up today and become known. No, this is what they did consistently, and over time they excelled, and excellence exposed them to the world. And so consistency is very, very key, and you can't be consistent if you're not persevere. You do not persevere. Now we need to be ready to pay the cost of patience. We have to wait. Yeah, getting that A grade or that good grade is just come. We have to pay the cost. We have to work hard. We have to pay the cost. If you're a student, the cost of waking up, the cost of writing those notes, the cost of even buying extra books that the schools are not able to provide. I mean, we have to pay the cost. We have to pay the cost. The cost of learning, the cost of getting information. We have to pay the cost. Yeah, if it's a business, for some of us, I know they're in business. You have to pay the cost of patience in that business. Yeah, for the whole first month, maybe you've not gotten any client. The second month, one client. I wish I had time to share about Meru Institute of Business Studies. The owner was sharing his story, how he started for the whole one semester. He has rented a house, rooms that he's paying, and he didn't get any student for a whole semester. The second semester, he got one student. So you can imagine those are like over 6 months paying rent from his pocket. That one student could not pay. I mean, the fees for that one student could not pay much. And remember, that is the second semester when he was thinking of closing. But today, I can tell you, we are saying he was over 2,000 students. Now the school has grown. Patience, anyway, the cost. Allow me go to the next one. Values. As we get towards the close, values. Daniel 6:3 says, "Now Daniel so distinguished himself among administrators and the satraps by his exceptional qualities that the king planned to set him over the whole kingdom." Now, this person that you're talking about, Daniel, and values that were exceptional. He had qualities that were exceptional. Other people didn't have that. There was something in him that was different, that made the king plan to set him over the whole kingdom. Now, there is no genuine and lasting success without values. I've seen people who have excelled, they have gotten good grades, they went to the university, performed very well, and they got good jobs because of the courses they did. But I find them, they have drunk and slept on the trench the whole night because they have no values. I've seen others who have gotten A's in high school, they go to the university, they join bad companies, and they never graduate. 10 years, they have never graduated, and it's a 4-year course just because of values. And so, even as we purpose and as we work on excelling, values are very, very important. Values are very, very important. We have to note that. Values are very important. To make the right choices in your life, you need to know what truly matters to you. What to you? Be honest in your business, be honest in your studies and in your exams, be honest. Be morally upright. These days, morality is it's a big debate, and many people, especially the young people like us who are joined here today, I mean, we have lost it. People are doing all manner of things that are morally wrong everywhere, right, left, and center, and they don't care. Now, successful people don't do that. Excellent people don't do that because they have values they espouse in their life. We have to be morally right. Yeah, the issue of purity, sexual purity, purity of the mind, purity of the heart, purity of everything. We have to be upright. Respect other people. Respect other people. Be kind. Be humble. I mean, let's know that values matter. Let's have good character, good, not just reputation, but character. Allow me to explain that. Reputation is how people know you. Character is who you are. My prayer is the two will agree. The two will be the same, but not parallel. Values matter. Even if we don't get anything else, or we don't get anything else in this, let's know that as we pursue excellence, values matter. You can write that somewhere. As I pursue excellence, values matter. As you pursue excellence, values matter. Have good values. Know that values matter. Allow me to go towards the close now. It is possible to excel in life. Very, very possible to excel in life. All we need is to dream big and work towards it and trust God who gives success. Matthew 16, verse 26. For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world? And the Amplified Version explains and says wealth, fame, and success. In other words, what will it profit a man if he excels in this life, if he succeeds in this life, but loses his soul? What will it benefit a man? Nothing. It is good to excel. It is good to get good grades. It is good to have a big business, a very well-paying job. It is very good. It's very nice to succeed in whatever we want to do. But as we do that, let's know that it is God who gives success. Yeah, it is God who gives success. And even if we succeed without him, then our success won't last for long. It won't last for long. It's a verse I'm trying to remember. I'll share if I remember. Now, learn from others. Be mentored. Do not wait for success. Pay the cost and have the character that will help you work. For example, sorry to give this example. We know this singer called Embarambamba, something like that. The way, I don't know about his values, but the way he sings, he can't be invited to sing in a presidential a meeting where the president is. Never, they can't invite him. At least we know him. He has excelled in the way he do his things. At least that one he has managed. We know him. Almost everybody knows him in Kenya. But how he does his singing and his dancing, he can't be invited in a national event where the president is in attendance. He can't, just because of that last thing. The character to do things in a nice way. That is the only part he misses. But I believe we can learn, we can excel, and we can go very far. Allow me to stop at that and ask if there's any comment or any question, because I see also